Okay, grade 10. So we looked at just a little bit of theory for electromagnetic radiation yesterday. Now today we've got to look at something called scientific notation. It's a fun little sort of side trip, something that we're going to be using a lot in wave, sound and light calculations, and something that I think quite a few of you might not have had much experience with in the past. So firstly, what is scientific notation? Sounds scary. It's basically just a way of representing very big or very small numbers. Okay, that's it. So especially the very small numbers, it's difficult to represent these numbers with accuracy. So for example, if I had to represent the number 0,08659 and it carried on and on, in chemistry and in physics in school, you're asked to round off to 2 decimal places, which means for this value, for this number, I would have to round that off to 0,01, which loses a lot of the accuracy. Now imagine we had a number like this. Imagine I had a number 0,0004936. Now that rounded off to 2 decimals is 0,00, which is nothing, which is not the same as that. That is something, right? It's a very small amount, but it's still something. So it's not ideal to use normal notation when we're doing calculations in science because we lose a lot of the accuracy, especially for the small numbers. Now, with scientific notation, with scientific notation, I'm first going to show you what it actually means, but you're never really going to be expected to explain or to work out what it means, but I just think it's something that you ought to know. Okay, so what it means. Okay, so the way that we use it, the way that it's used to represent things, so let's say I had that, now I can't remember exactly what it was, but let's say I had this number 0,000496, okay? Instead of saying that that's equal to 0, which it clearly isn't, I can say that this is actually equal to 4,96, but 4 times smaller. So I can say 4,96, that is equal to 4,96 but 4 times smaller, or divided by 10,000. Okay, and the way that we actually now go ahead and change that to actually make these equal is we say that is equal to 4,96 times 10 to the power of, okay, now I know you've all seen it written as times 10 to the power of, and we go and count. I moved the decimal comma 1, 2, 3, 4 places, so it's times 10 to the minus 4 because it's 4 times smaller. That's why we say it's minus. Okay, let's say I had a really big number. So let's say I had 76894320418. Let's say I had that massive number and I wanted to represent this using scientific notation, and we could do the same thing, hey? 3 digits usually is what we're after, so 1 digit, a comma, and 2 decimals. So for this, I could say this is equal to 7,68, rounding off, sorry, comma 69, and we moved our comma, it was here, and we moved it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 places, so it's times 10 to the, and now it's positive 10 because it's bigger. Okay, our original number is bigger than that, so it's times 10 to the positive 10. Here, our original number is smaller than 4.96, so it's 10 to the negative 4. Okay, now, you're not really going to be expected to write things from standard notation to scientific notation. Okay, this is not examinable. What is going to be expected of you, though, is to do calculations where numbers have been given to you in scientific notation. So, for example, okay, doing things like 4 times 10 to the negative 6 divided by 2 times 10 to the negative 3. Okay, now luckily our calculators can handle this. So there are 2 functions in your calculator you need to get used to. The first one is there is actually a button to do this part, to do the times 10 to the, okay, and that button looks like this. It goes times 10 with a little X up there. Now when you use this button, please note you push this button and then you immediately push what your exponent value is. Okay, you don't need to push that button that takes you to an exponent. You go times 10 to the, and immediately whatever it was. So here I'd say times 10 to the minus 3. I wouldn't write the little exponent button and then to the minus 3. That makes sense. I'll show you on my calculator. Okay, so that's the first of the two important functions. The second one is, obviously, not only do we want to put input values in scientific notation, we want our calculator to output our answer in scientific notation as well. So in order to do that, I'm going to try my best to help you guys see what I'm pushing. Okay, in order to do that, on a Casio at least, you need to go Shift and then Setup. And then I don't know if you can see on mine, it says number 7, SCI, Psi. So I'm going to hit 7. Okay, and then it asks me 0 to 9. So that's asking me how many digits do I want. Now I generally want 3 digits. I want something, comma, and then 2 decimal places. So we're going to go 3. Okay, so now I've got it in scientific notation. Now I'm actually going to do that sum there that's on the board. It's not focusing. Okay, I'm going to do that sum that's it's still not focusing. Come on. Okay, so we're going to do that 4 times 10 to the minus 6 divided by 2 times 10 to the negative 3. So we're going to type in 4, and then here's my button that I was talking about, the times 10 button. So I hit 4 and then times 10 to the x, and then immediately type in my exponent, which is negative 6. Okay, so see, I did not touch the exponent button, this one that you guys are used to using. I did not touch it. Okay, then divided by 2 times 10 to the, and now straight to the value of the exponent, minus 3. And there it gives us our answer. Okay, so it's 2,00 times 10 to the negative 3. So it gives us our answer in scientific notation as well. So we got 2,00 times 10 to the minus 3. Okay, so I'm going to do one more. Okay, so let's do 4,32 times 10 to the negative 11. Let's do multiplication times 2,31 times 10 to the 17. Okay, and we're going to type it into our calculators. Again, I'm going to try my best to show you what I'm doing here. So we're going 4,32 times 10 to the negative 11 multiplied by 2,31 times 10 to the 17. So here's my calculator. I'm going 4,32 times 10 to the negative 11 multiplied by 2,31 times, times 10 to the 17. And I hit equals, and it gives me my answer in scientific notation with 2 decimals, exactly what we want. So we got 9,98 times 10 to the 6. Okay, so I'm actually going to send you an image of some questions I want you to do, and then I'll send you an image of the answers a little bit later. Something that's also probably quite important is getting it out of scientific mode. Okay, so to get it into scientific mode, reminder, we went Shift, Setup, and then Shift, Setup, and then number 7 was scientific. To get it out, you don't go Shift anymore. Oh no, you do, sorry. To get it out, you go Shift, Setup, and then number 8 for me, normal. Okay, so scientific is the one that we're going to use when you get questions in scientific notation, and then if you want to put your calculator back to normal, you push the one that says NORM, norm.